Hi everyone, welcome to another episode. Today we're gonna analyze the price, the Bitcoin, because the chart is just looking beautiful, exactly as we have been predicted in our last episode. We have all this drop down to the 98, and let's just listen to this video. So probably that means either this already is set on price, or we're gonna have a lower, but this should be already the confirmation for having a bullish momentum. Probably now that we're at the bottom, we're gonna go and hit all the way to the top of this consolidation frame. So this should be for the next week. Just keep an eye because it looks really positive. When we check the 4 hours, yes, that looks like they're going to liquidate everybody in these areas. 106. Exactly, and this is what we actually seeing right now in the chart. We can see that the price actually has been coming all the way to, let me see, 207 actually to liquidate the people. Just look in the weekly, super nice, and exactly as we just said, the price just changed this week. But I don't know, whatever I can say, just because the war with Iran just finished and this, it could be, but actually I don't really think that we projected before of anything that we thought that it's gonna be ending so soon. I mean, it was just like another drama from political drama, and yeah, I don't pay too much attention to that. At least for now, it looks like everything is pretty fine, but according to the charts, and this is something that Colin I was saying before to you, don't get drained and don't get foolish by the news, because the first thing you need to check is how the market is reacting, and then you can act according to that. So yeah, congratulations to everybody who entered here. We were talking around the 103, 102 more or less, and that went all the way to 107, 500 more or less. So that is a pretty good percentages if you are an average. And remember, if you like to use leverage and always taking risk management, one of the best tool to go fully in, either you go long or short. You can use Bitonics, where you don't need to get naked yourself and get all the KYC, all the others do, which is completely annoying. Yeah, you can just trade long or short if you prefer. I would never recommend short on Bitcoin, but you can do it with any crypto. Yeah, so the question now is what's gonna happen next with the market, no? That is the big question that probably all of you have. And as you can see, I have been talking all the time about this red valley plus the line who shows strain or not strain. Of course, the time, depending of the time frame we observe in the market. For now, it looks like we want to change to the green valley, that would be the direction, which is bullish in this case, but still we don't see any strain. This line, it was changed, of course, to strain once the price pump. So what's gonna happen next? What I think that is possible to happen is that we go all the way to this area, to trying to touch the last higher top. In this consolidation, it doesn't matter if they're going lower and lower and lower, because we know breaking this orange frame I draw here for you to have a better guide. So it doesn't matter if in a consolidation we have in lower highs. We don't need to break from the lower we had before, which was in this time would be like the 98. Yeah, you would say that is lower than the one before. We're still in a weekly consolidation, which is this one over here, and it's perfectly fine. Actually, it's perfectly fine. We're bouncing super nicely. It's nothing happening. It's just noise. So you should just don't think about it and just see where the price is heading now. So what I see now in the chart is like we have a big potential to go on. I cannot say that all the way to here, but here's a liquidation. There's no big liquidation there, but there's some liquidation that the market can take. Hopefully it's not you, because I never recommend to go short on Bitcoin, but we can expect to go a little bit up or just look at the momentum. For that, we're gonna check the 4-hour chart, and yeah, we can even go and touch out the area with our 50x liquidation that will happen. Yeah, it's previous the all-time high. This is 108. We try already to reach it. It was rejected, but we still have this string on the line, and we still have the bullish momentum. Plus the other side is not overbought, so I would say we're still gonna go and reach out this area, and then potentially we could just see the drop to the 106 or even 105, which is completely fine for the 4 hours, because we see just bullish momentum and daily. So yeah, just keep an eye on that. If you want to get a better price, that would be around this blue line, which is around 105. And the worst case scenario, we're going to drop to 102, but I don't really see it right now, because we still have momentum here in this area. Just we have a nice refresh on the RSI, and now we start slowly going up. So just keep an eye on it. This will be a projection for this week and next week. Yeah, let's see also what is happening now with the altcoins. Ethereum came all the way to 2100, like everybody has been calling dead again, because Ethereum is actually just doing nothing, going down, but the same many altcoins are doing as well. And this is why I was telling you before about this chart that shows us how the crypto market is working. You should just have a little bit more patience, because we just falling into this perfectly drawn pattern of the ABC from Elliott waves. If you don't know about it, you can just go and search on Wikipedia. You can find the basic information about it and learn a little bit about it, because I think this is what we're gonna do in the next weeks. Potentially we're gonna go up again in prices. Doesn't need to be exactly where the previous high was, but we're gonna go there, reach make this B, and then after that we're gonna fall again, and that's when everybody would think it's gonna go to zero, but market is over, never gonna go up again. And that's normally the psychology that always happens, just to make you feel tired and feeling that never gonna happen, but it will happen. So just keep an eye to that, and I think that you won't miss out if you are following this channel. So just subscribe, comment below, give a like, and we're gonna continue updating what actually is gonna happen next. Before we continue with the others tokens, I also want to bring some of the information of the news of the day. Like actually Marilyn is saying the Fed is waving the white flag. Powell finally has said that jobs are cracking, while Julie cut Julie cut lightly, and rates cut aren't a matter of if but when. And this is potentially is what the market actually is waiting for. It doesn't matter either if they're gonna do it or not, they're gonna do it at a certain point, and there is no way to stop it, because the whole economy just works in depth, and they cannot stop the well anymore, because there's so many trillions in debt that the USA have. There is no way to, doesn't matter, they cannot really do any reset. I mean, it's impossible at this point. Even when Trump and Elon trying to do, I mean, this was another political drama, but that were honestly, since the beginning was never possible, but they were just trying to sell the story. It would be possible, they would do a lot of cuts, but after that, he just came saying that he tried, which is, yeah, of course, I mean, he tried and he couldn't, so nobody else can now. That's the idea behind. And yeah, we knew it already that never happened. I mean, it's just impossible. Next, actually, is something that Benjamin is marking, which make a lot of sense with all what we're talking. Is like this, including the stable coins. Bitcoin dominance now is to 70%, and that brings us in the reality when we count everything is like 65, but this would be like counting the stable coins, I guess. So let me check in the weekly. I mean, we still see pretty bullish. I think we still can go. I draw it is before with that around the 70 71. That probably gonna be around 75 without the stable coins, without the stable coins. So just keep an eye on that, and that also make a lot of sense with the projection for the price right now, which is gonna go up, and probably we're gonna be breaking new all-time high soon. I cannot really say exactly when, but just keep an eye for the next week. And yeah, I also wanted to show something about Chainlink, because Chainlink has been always being mentioned all the time. They're doing a lot of partnership with a lot of companies, like really known companies from the traditional finance and also from the crypto market, and they never get any bullish momentum. This what I'm seeing right now, I mean, we just have this up in, when was that, in 2024, my god. But this is like all the icons. Now what I see right now that this is forming is exactly the ABC, but this is going yeah, it's exactly like that. Let me show you. So it doesn't matter how good are the news, no crypto it will pump, except of some of them, of course, but not all of them, because we still holding the altcoin season that's gonna happen, and at a certain point in the market it's gonna happen. And let me see, where is it? Here. There you can see it's exactly the same pump. Exactly the same pump. So yeah, I mean, let me see what's the new. Super nice. I mean, China and MasterCard offering DEX access to billion of cardholders. So let me see. Let's read a little bit. So Chainlink, the centralized blockchain Oracle network, has recently integrated with several payment services abroad the market to access to crypto. By partnering with MasterCard, Chainlink will be able to turbo-chain this overreaching strategy. Essentially, this will combine the industry standard for interoperability with billions of potential users. Yes, and what actually they are doing is super nice, because is MasterCard and any other banks want to continue living, they need to get connected to crypto, but otherwise they're just gonna live on the treasures, and there is no other way for them to stand and to survive without joining to crypto, because they're just running under the fiat empire, where everybody knows gonna go to zero. And something else that actually Joy Burnett is saying, and it's so true, that all the companies, almost everyone, is completely underestimating how massive Bitcoin treasury companies will eventually become, because all of them are just based in fiat. The Ponzi scam of fiat, we know it's gonna go all to zero. Happy to see finally European company that finally is betting hard with 1.2 billion in Bitcoin buy. With normally always higher like 5-10 millions, which is nothing compared to all the other companies around the globe. And this is the first one, at least I hear from Norway, Deepsea. This fiat mining firm, which is planning 1.2 billion. So yeah, I just also wanted to mention Say, I think is the one who have been exploding here, yeah, we can see in the weekly is exploding a lot. But I would recommend you, if you want to jump in, or if you have, congratulations to you, but just be patient if you're holding, because the T is gonna go more up, but not now. We potentially it's gonna be making the same pattern that all the total three, the A, B, C. I have been saying this would be the A, then we're gonna have the B. Sorry, this is the point null, then A, B, and C. And yeah, you see this rejection here. After all this rejection we have on the orange line, it's the first time it's trying to reach it with wild candle. I don't really think we're gonna break it and go all the way to the previous high. We should be a little bit more patient, because potentially we're gonna have a little bit retracement to the 25 cents, or bouncing and consolidate a little bit, which is the most like it for the next weeks. So now it's not really good entry point, even if we have this strength and the bullish momentum I was mentioned to you, because we already oversold. Yes, can go a little bit up, of course it can go a little bit up to here, just to liquidate people. Just go all the way up and then all the way down, and when we go down, which by the time will be this orange line, by the time we will be maybe around the 24 cents. That is the confirmation we're gonna go up, and then that's where you can jump. If you don't mind losing some money now, you can just jump in, but I don't think it's the best area to enter. I wanted to also to give a little check to Sui, because actually have been doing with the project before. We was going out this area to the 2 and 30 cents more or less we were talking, and actually we did that. We're bouncing now from there. Let me see the weekly how it looks. Yeah, I mean we're bouncing from there, so potentially this is like the lowest area when you can get some. If you're interested in the project, we have a T support over there. I don't think that we're gonna break it, but potentially we gonna, again, like every crypto is doing, just consolidating, because now the whole momentum is just on Bitcoin. So yeah, just keep a look, an eye, and if you want to enter to a trade for the next 2 days, I would just recommend to wait until we have a little cool off, and after that we can just jump. Yeah, so that was the quick update for today. If you have any commentaries, just write it below, and I will continue checking some other coins if you would like to, and see you next time.